Hi, J9 here, bringing you a core on the floor workout. You will need a thick mat, maybe a thick carpet might be enough just to protect your spine and your bones. What I want you to keep in mind for this workout is form, always form, right? So for today, core, right? We want to get all of this strong, so we want to get rid of the cheesy poof factor and get into the cylinder factor. So when I'm talking about a pelvic tuck, we want space in the low back because we're using our abdominal muscles super strong to get rid of that curve. Same thing for the neck, it's the same curve. When we do core work, we tend to lead with our chin. I want to keep the chin back today. Keep this relationship the same. And when we lift, we're lifting from here. We're lifting from the heart. So when we lift, notice this does not change. So go ahead and hit play on your music, something that hopefully is uplifting and motivates you, because I'm learning that people don't like core work and I can't possibly imagine why. It's the most important thing you can do. So laying on our backs to start, hit and play on that music that gets you all jazzed, and listening to our bodies the entire time to make sure we are safe. We're doing what we can, when we can, if we can. Only progressing when we're able and we have impeccable form. You'll get there. So, starting with that pelvic tuck, this is foundational. We want to tuck that in, getting the low back smashed into the ground. And let's release that. So, you're going to have space under here naturally. You're going to tuck your tail, crush those fingers. If your shoulder doesn't allow, that's okay. We want this to have space, and then we want that to have no space. So we're really moving. It should be visible. So you're tucking under, getting rid of that tuck, tucking under, getting rid of that tuck. Let's tuck and hold this time. Do not lose this. This is crucial. So let us start with some knee drops. So keep this tuck. We're going to measure with our arms, our knees over our hips. It's probably easier to find that tuck with the knees up. We're going to keep that tuck, that connection to the floor in the low back as we drop 1 foot to the floor and pick it back up. So we're measuring with straight arms right over our hips, because that's about how long it is to our hips. Dropping the other leg and coming back up. Shins are going to stay parallel to the floor when they're high. The knee angle does not change. We're moving slow and controlled, so we can be mindful that this area does not start to arch, especially when we drop that leg to the floor. Do you feel how it wants to? And we're fighting that. That's the work. We're fighting it. One more practice. Let's get rid of those arms, drop them down by your sides, plant the shoulder blades down. One more for good measure with the arms out of the way. And let's drop both feet down. We're going to add arms here. Feet comfortably hip width. Well, not arms, but upper body. Fingertips on the temples so the arms are wide. Notice how both my elbows are touching down and my chest is wide open. We're going to keep that tuck, right? Tuck it. Then we're going to crunch up. Keep the chin where it is. We're not leading with the chin, we're leading with the heart. Bring the heart straight up as we crunch, shoulders up off the mat. Coming down, down, down. When we come up, do not lift with the chin. Keep it tucked in. Lift from here. So you're peeling your spine off the mat a bit. So breathing out to rise. Breathing in when you release. All right, we're going to add on. We're going to twist. Again, honoring your body. If you shouldn't be twisting, don't twist. We're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, crunching up. Twist across. Notice my arm isn't moving. It's staying back like a propeller. And come to the center. Let's come lower down again. Let's go to the back this time. Come on up. Twist to the back. And center. We're going to repeat that again. Checking in. Shoulder comes across to the opposite hip. Centering. And back down. One more time. Shoulder, opposite hip. And center. Now, let's take out that lowering down. We're going to come up. Twist towards me. Twist away from me. Twist towards me. Twist away from me. Breathe. Keep the arms back and wide. Let's do one more and we'll take a quick break. Center off and roll back down. Okay, we're going to break all that down and we're going to put it all together. The upper body, let's revisit that. We're going to crunch up, twist front and center, twist back and center, twist front and center, twist back and center. You get it, come on down. So with those legs, we're gonna put that leg combo together with the upper body. So when we crunch up, lift both knees up. Now we're ready to work. We're gonna twist to the front, drop the back leg. So we're always twisting across to the leg that's up, right? Like you're trying to touch your elbow to your knee, but remember, we're not moving our arms. So keep that arm back. It's your shoulder to your hip. If you can see your elbows, you're doing it wrong. All right, from here, we twist and switch. Come to the center, both knees up, center, and then switch to the back, and center, and to the front. Breathe. Go at your own pace. Maybe you want to go faster, but it is honestly not about speed. It is about going slow and having control. Now, if you need a break, please take a break. Grab some water and jump in when you are recovered. The abs recover very quickly. Let's do one more, finishing up your side so you're even. Breathe, and let's control our way down. Alrighty. From here, we're gonna do the opposite. We're gonna do some knee lifts. So, if you want to, single or double knee lift. So let's start with a single knee lift. Same thing, pelvic tuck. Anchor those arms, palms up. We're gonna lift the knee up and down. Other knee up and down. You are working on bracing through your core, so this does not wiggle wobble or anything else. You are super strong, super stable, and you should be feeling super sexy. You guys know my stuff. My silver foxes out there. You better not be flabby by the time we get back into the gym, because you know those squats aren't going to take care of themselves. All right, finishing that up. Now, if you want to try the double knee lift, it is significantly harder. Brace super hard. Anchor those arms. And exhale with exertion. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale, double knee lift. Shins parallel to the floor. Drop, tap light toes. Come back up. Woo! How bad do you want to arch with that lowering of both legs? You're not going to let that happen. And if this is too much, you're alternating your legs. But when we start to arch the back, we're fatigued, we're done with our workout, or we're trying to do too much. The muscles aren't ready. So it's not about being weak. It's about your training zone and meeting your body where it's at. All right, who's getting tired? I'm getting a little tired. I'm not going to lie, a little tired. One more. Let's just do one more because we're not done with this. All right, we're going to keep those feet down. From here, let us go wide with our elbows again, fingertips to temples. Keep the tail tuck. We're going to breathe in to prepare. Exhale, crunch up off the mat and reach past your shins. And come back down. Exhale, crunch up. And come back down. If you would rather, you can reach up, 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 and come on down, down, down. Now, I lift my heels here to get a little more height, but you can leave your heels down if you want to. It's up to you. So we should be getting warm in those upper abs as I smile, because I'm feeling it. What are you feeling? Where are you feeling it? All right, now, you might wish to stay with these. You might wish for more. Oh, I read somebody's mind out there. I know, I'm granting wishes left and right. All right, C crunch. Arms and legs, double lift. Both legs up, upper body's up. Let's breathe in to prepare. We can do this. Exhale, lift. And come on down, tap. Keep it light, crunching up. Knees stop over hips, don't bring them all the way in. And keep your low back anchored even when your legs are coming down. And breathe. All right, drive those ribs towards those hips, get more height, upper body. And let's do two more. Last one. Let's triple pulse this one. We're going to pulse 3, 2, 1. Slowly down. All right, this feels real warm. Let's have mercy on that. Hip bridges. Drop those heels to the ground. Bring them as close to your hips as you can. If you've got bad knees, you're going to go long. Just keep your feet on the mat with you. So, anchoring down with those heels. Squeezing your glutes together super tight like you're going to make a diamond. And we lift those hips up, up. Keep lifting till you roll to the tops of your shoulders. Your spine should be off the mat. If you're coming low, I'm a little concerned for your spine. You probably have more lift than you think, so squeeze tighter. drive the heels down harder, and explore. You should feel like all that work that we just created, all that contraction, is now softening and melting. Yeah? And while we're here, might as well do some butt work. All right, so you might do full range of motion hip bridges. Anchor those arms. You might roll all the way down. And you don't have to roll, you can keep your spine flat if you want. But what we want to do is work on that tail tuck a little bit. Keep it in mind as you roll up. And you might be flat if you're not rolling. All right, halfway down is an option. Driving the heels down to lift. That way you never completely turn off. So you're going to fatigue much faster. So, and you don't really let go completely. So you're still working on that diamond this whole time, moving at your own pace. Remember, if you're moving faster than me, you're probably not getting as tough of a workout as you could. Slow and controlled. All right, if you want a little bit more, you should be starting to get a little hot back there. All right, we're going to do quarter, top quarter. So drop a quarter of the way, lift up. Your hips are staying stable. You're coming to the very tops of your shoulders as much as you can. You're breathing, and try not to turn your head this whole time. Keep looking straight up. Just listen to my voice and check in. But don't keep your head turned towards me. That's going to crank on your neck. All right, you getting even hotter? I'm going to assume you didn't say anything. So let's come up to that top edge and do little pulses. We're going to do 16, 15, 14. Squeeze tighter, squeeze tighter, squeeze tighter. Oh, I love it. Give me 8 more. 8, it should be on fire. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and come on down. Of course, you guys know I'm terrible at counting, so do what you will with that. Let's hug those knees in and just open up those hips a little bit. Ooh, good stuff. All right, in the future, when you do this video, because I know you're going to wake up every day, and after your cup of coffee and your donuts, I know some of you, you're going to come in and do this work. So you can also add a little instability with prayer hands. So think about that. All right, let us grab the backs of our thighs and roll up. We need to work on our sides. So we're going to do some side crunches. Now I know some of us have some shoulder concerns, so it's not so important. Honor your body. There's always a modifier. I can't possibly guess what everybody's needs are out there. So please honor your body. When we come down, I know some of us don't like our arm out long. It crushes our shoulder in a funny way. If you want to go higher, great. If you want to come down, great. I would not recommend this because it cranks on the neck, at least not for a long period of time. So whatever you're choosing to do, it's all appropriate. What we're going for is a side crunch. We're going to stack those hips. So you might be further back, you might be kind of closed. We're going to stack those hips right up and down. If your arm is out front or if it's overhead, what we want to do is we want to get some air underneath. So we're lifting up and we're trying not to use the arm, but it can help. So when we're here or here, we're going to lift up, driving this rib to this hip and come on down. So we're crushing that muffin top. Make those muffin crumbs. And notice how much your legs want to lift up when you do it. We're not lifting those legs, we're keeping them down to really isolate this oblique muscle. And breathe and smile. If your arm is up, same thing, you might be lifting up. If your arm is in, it's a little bit harder. You might want to take this into something more like this. These are all options. What we're not doing is we're not supporting our neck and head in a way that pushes our head forward. If anything, the fingers are light to guide the head to come back so this relationship stays the same. There goes Janine, yammering away, not counting. No, of course I'm not counting. We go to the point of fatigue. Let's lift and hold and pulse 3, 2, 1. Let's do that 2 more times. Pulse it 3, 2, 1. Come on down 1 last time. And 1. Take a quick stretch overhead and breathe. Now this one's a little different. It requires a lot of control. If you have a mirror, go ahead and set that up. It's always good to have a mirror if you work out to see your form. So nutshell, what we're still working on is that cylinder, not that cheesy poof. So feet planted hip width, and we're working on a nice lifted spine. So when we lean back, 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 the second we start to round and collapse, we've gone too far. So your range of motion might be kind of subtle. Your range of motion, if you go slow, might be pretty far down. But your feet are going to want to lift off the floor. You're going to keep them anchored down. Now you can lean back and do a hold. How far can you go with your back flat? We're hooking to the ceiling with this heart. And maybe you want light fingertips on the sides, but it's not this. It's light, just fingertips only. And we're surging that spine up. Woo, and come on up. Come on back. Come on up. Ooh, these are rough. These are rough. All right, come on back and hold. Now, just to be mean, back is flat. We're surging up. Maybe, can you lift one leg and lower? Lift the other leg and lower. Come on up. And let's swing those legs around. I'll be merciful. That's all we'll do with that. All right, so side crunches. Arm here. Maybe it's up. Maybe you're down here and you're working more from the elbow. All right, we're set. We're stacked, right? We're working on the wobble. Here we go. Here or here with this top arm. We're going to crunch rib to hip and lower down. Rib to hip and lower down. Who's not smiling out there? I feel that. Oh, come on. Breathe. Smile. If you smile, those muscles will tell your brain it's happy, and eventually you will be happy. Hey, we're pretty much halfway done with this workout. Who's not happy about that, right? That's something to smile about. And we're breathing, getting air if you can, lifting up off the ground. You can use your arm as an assist, but keep it light. We want to keep the work in here. The legs are anchored. They want to help. We're denying them that. And we're going to triple pulse. And I think we only did one triple pulse. I can't remember. 2 and 1. Maybe we didn't. I can't remember. Do whatever we did last time. And breathing. We're almost there. And let's take a stretch. That I remember. We're taking that arm up high and just letting that length happen down the side of the body. Breathe. All right. We're rolling face up. No, face down. Face down. So you might need to modify for your wrists. If you need to fold over your mat to make sure your wrists are good, you can do that. But make sure our wrists are right under our shoulders. And our knees are under our hips. This is tabletop. So we are nice and stable. We're getting rid of that arch of the low back. Lots of space. So if you need to, we can dramatically explore one direction and then explore the other direction and just see what that feels like. Because we don't have the floor telling us anymore. But this is the same move as we did when we were down on the ground. Let's find that move. So, somewhere in between, nice flat back, knees under hips, shoulders, draw them down away from your ears like you're drawing them into your back pockets. So from here, let's check this chin. Gaze should be straight down with the back of the neck real long and spacious, and your back is super flat. Tabletop, we're going to add a little instability. Now, this might be enough of a challenge where you linger here. We're going to lift one hand 1 inch. This is more than an inch, but I don't think you're going to see that over there. And then reverse it. 1 inch or more. And switch. Now the idea is you aren't leaning side to side with your weight shift when you change hands. You're staying pretty stable and you're using your muscles instead of your weight shift. So fight that. Stay super still. If I were to balance my mimosa on your back, would you spill it? Do you want to take that chance? I don't think any of you have ever seen me really angry. Yeah, I know it's scary. I know that's what you thought. All right, now let's advance. Hands, make sure they're stable. Knees are stable. If the next move is too much, go back to this. It is very much an instability core workout. So we are working on maybe one arm out front. Pinky down, thumb is up. From here, we lift. Shoulder is away from the ear. And our arm is hopefully lifting comfortably, so it's level with our back. And we're working some of those back muscles, right? And it is imperative to have the pinky down so the shoulder tracks properly. All right, let's take the other arm. So slide that hand out, thumb is up, and we lift and lower. So we're working our back. We're still working on stability. We have these 3 points of contact. We're not shifting our weight at all. We're breathing. And notice, did your chin start to lose the integrity? Are you looking down at your knees? Let us keep lots of space in the neck. And you're going at your own pace. All right, let's take our wrists down under the shoulders. If you need a quick break, wrist roll, honor your body. We're going to take that back leg nice and long. Toe is down. Abs are on with a flat back. You got my mimosa back there. We're going to lift up and lower. Your leg is super straight. Your back is super flat. You're working your butt on that side. It's already a little tired from the hip bridges that we've done. We're working on super still spine. Lots of strength in the glutes. Let's do one more, nice and controlled and slow. And let's switch sides. Knee under hip. Make sure you're stable and square. Don't just go switching to the other side, because chances are you're going to lean and you're going to lean, and that is not the work. So we're straight and stable. Establish that toe touch to the ground. Again, that might be enough. And your lift might be little at first. We're keeping our hips square. A lot of what I see is like opening from the hip, and that's not working at the glute level. We want our butt to be strong. That helps transfer the power that we have in our upper body to our lower body, and vice versa. Making sure we didn't collapse. Is your abdominal area still zipped in? Is your back still flat? Do you feel really secure? All right, now, this is a great opportunity for you to take a break while I demo what we're doing next. We're going to advance that one more time, unless you know you shouldn't be doing that. We're going to establish wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, flat back, good chin alignments, right, for our necks. Back arm, so opposite arm and leg. Back arm, front leg, or right arm, left leg. From here, this might be enough. You may choose to lift your arm. See how unstable you get. Your goal is to keep your back, your hips, everything in your torso super still. Now, keep that pinky down this time. Try the leg. If your back starts to hurt, check in with your alignment. And if it's still too much, take a break. Now, if you really want to go gangbusters, we're going to go slow, arm and leg, same time. We're just going to lift slowly and down slowly. Now, if you're wobbling around, good. But we're working towards stillness. One more time. Breathe and switching sides. Notice if you have to shift your weight a whole lot when you switch sides. So establish positive neutral. Back with that leg. Wrists under shoulders. And we're reaching long. Let's lifting up and down, nice and slow. Breathe. Connecting with your length. Big reach for both walls of your room. And we're going to do 4 more. 4. Moving real slow and controlled. And maybe you're moving even slower. You're not moving faster. And I think we got time for 1 more. All right. Everyone's favorite. Let's come down to the ground. So belly's down. We're going to work on some slow swimmers. So, swimmers. If your shoulders aren't happy in front, what we're going to do is go wide with the cactus arms instead. So let's start with cactus arms, and if you can progress, please do. So, butt is squeezing, hips are anchored down, legs are also anchored down for now. Cactus arms. Elbows, try not to keep them down. Think what a cactus looks like, or at least a cartoon cactus, where it's really 90-degree angles everywhere. Let us not look at me. because our necks are going to hurt. Look straight down and imagine your chin is tucked in. Rest your forehead to the floor. That is what you're going to keep for your alignment with your spacious posterior neck. So tuck and anchor. From here, we lift. And maybe we're just lifting our spine and dropping. Your butt stays on the entire time. Your legs stay down. And if you want to continue with this, great. If you want to add on, lift your arms and down. So everything in your upper body is moving like a statue. Your butt is still squeezing hard. Your legs are still down on the ground. They do not lift. And who's not breathing? All right, one more time. And this might be what you continue with. So quick, eyes on me. Arms are front. If you can't do that, keep with the cactus. Keep those arms down for now, or keep your cactus arms. Forehead to the floor. Let's change to the lower body. So tuck that chin in, forehead down. Keep your butt on. We're going to lift one leg. Your hips stay down. Straight legs as we switch sides. You're reaching super far, super long, out through your toes. And you're just squeezing your butt to lift that straight leg, super strong, lots of energy. And notice if you're wobbling through your torso, brace harder with your butt. Let's do a couple more. Now we already worked our butt with the hip bridges, so we probably feel this. All right, let's put it together with the upper body. Now, if you're doing swimmers, your arms are out front. Fingertips can stay down to start, but when we lift, it's the same thing as the cactus. Squeeze your butt. Let's lift up, up, up. Fingertips are light, and come on down, down, down. Again, lifting up, 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 and down. That might be where you're at. Otherwise, lift up, up, up. Let's lift one arm, up. Let's take the opposite leg, up. Keep your spine up, keep your chest up and open, drop that down, switch sides, lifting up. Drop that down, switching sides, lifting up. If you're doing cactus, maybe you're just doing cactus, no legs, right? Or maybe you're like, I want to do more legs, so drop down from your cactus and do those legs. All right, make sure you're really squeezing, shoulder down, away from your ear to the opposite hip. You're lengthening, like you're reaching for those side walls, and if you can lift up higher with your chest, please do. And you're breathing, right? Yes. Keep breathing. One more time, let's even this out. Last one, and release. Take a quick child's pose or cat-cow. Child's pose is knees wide, hips to heels, arms out front, and sit on back. Breathe. And if this is not feasible for your joints, I understand. You can come back to tabletop and arch, tuck the chin in, tuck the tail in, really dramatic arch, and reverse it. It's up to you. Do one or the other. You can do both, but don't rush it. And breathe. Now you may want to follow this workout with some stretching on your own, or jump back to my website and check out the stretching video. Continue to stretch, hydrate really well, listen to your body. Maybe that was enough work today. We got a lot done. So great job, even for showing up today. Keep at it. Our core strength really comes very quickly. Our recovery here comes very quickly too. I cannot stress core strength and the importance of core strength enough. So thank you for checking this out. Again, you can hop back to j9massageandbeyond.com/fitnessfromhome for more videos. And these videos are free, so please forward to anyone who might benefit from them, and always be good to you. I've been J9. Thank you.